If you guys struggle with any type of arm, shoulder, elbow pain in tennis, then this video is for you. We're going to be going over the top reasons why players have pain in their arms during tennis. Now, the number one reason why players have tennis elbow, arm, shoulder pain is what? Because they hold the racket tight. They grip this racket as hard as can be. My favorite quote in tennis, and all my subscribers know, is what? Do you guys know my favorite quote in tennis yet? You guys better. We have 8,000 subscribers now, right? In tennis, to gain control, you have to give up control. The more you let the racket work for you and the less you work for the racket, the better you are going to be. So make sure you hold that racket loose. You don't hold that racket tight. Once again, people, they get elbow, arm, shoulder pain, and they can't hit the ball in is because they grip the racket as hard as can be. Well, Tyler, if I don't grip the racket as hard as can be, where do I get my power from in tennis? All the power comes from our legs. That's why if you look at all players except Nadal or Alcaraz, all these tennis players, they have huge build-up legs and they have noodle arms, like me, right? Why? Because all their power comes from the legs. Well, my legs aren't that big, but you want to really use your legs to generate that power when you hit, okay? If you need something more, if you can't just think that you're going to hold the racket loose, I want you to do 2 exercises that will give you the feel and knowledge on how to hold that racket loose. Number 1, you are going to grip your racket with your middle finger, index finger, and thumb. So you're going to hold the racket like this. You're going to go out with your friend, you're going to go out with your coach, you're even going to drop feed some balls, and you're just going to do your normal swing. By doing your normal swing with just 2 fingers and your thumb, it's going to give you that feeling of not gripping the racket tight. The second drill that you can do, if that one doesn't work for you, or if you want more, you're going to squeeze your dominant wrist with your non-dominant arm. So I'm a right-handed player, so I'm going to squeeze my right wrist with my left arm. By squeezing my right wrist when I go to hit, it's going to ensure that I hold the racket loose. I'm going to be thinking so much about gripping my hand that this hand is not going to grip tight, and it's going to give me the feeling. These 2 things are extremely important. I would definitely recommend you guys trying those if you guys hold the racket tight. Now, another reason why many players, even if you hold the racket loose, why they have shoulder, arm, elbow pain is because when they take the racket back, they take the racket straight back. You never want to take the racket straight back. Now, I posted an Instagram reel yesterday and people were like, okay, well, Roger Federer puts his arm out straight and Nadal does. Yeah. When you do your extension, after your contact and you extend, then you want your arm to be straight. Not fully extended, but straight. But when you take the racket back, if you take the racket back with a straight arm, it's going to put strain on your elbow when you hit. Too many players, they take this racket straight back, arms extended, and then they hit. And it hurts their arm, shoulder, and elbow. When you take this racket back, you guys want to be able to bend your elbow. Think that you're Conor McGregor. Think that you're elbowing someone when you take that racket back. By elbowing someone when you take that racket back, that's going to allow you to be loose and not hurt your elbow, okay? So again, you don't want to take the racket straight back. You want to take the racket back with your elbow and then swing. Lastly, you need to follow through. Too many beginner players, they hurt their arms because what? They don't follow through. They want to get the ball in and they go like this. They stop, they tap the ball to get it in. No. In tennis, to what? Gain control. You have to give up control. The more you let the racket work for you and the less you work for the racket, the better it's going to be. So make sure once you're done your shot, don't stop here. That's going to hurt your arm and elbow, right? You want a full swing. Once again, you want a full swing. You want to ensure that you follow through. Now, my last tip, and just make sure that you restring your rackets, right? You need to make sure that you're restringing your rackets. If you're playing with an old racket, a racket out of your garage, strings, they lose tension over time. So if you're playing with a super old racket, these strings, they're not going to be as forgiving. They're going to be way more loose, right? And that's going to put strain on your elbow as well. So guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to share with anybody that has any type of arm, shoulder, elbow pain. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. Have a good one and happy hitting.